Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for May 29th, 2018. We're back to work here on Tuesday. This system right down to the southwest here on the picture is subtropical storm Alberto, which made landfall yesterday. Is now going to become post-tropical and move up toward Indiana. So it's going to come up here like this, right over Nashville basically, and just east of it. And then it's going to come up here into southeastern Canada eventually. And then it's going to kind of meander around a little bit, may circle back into northern New England, and at the same time send a couple upper-level lows our way, which are going to come into play this weekend. So we are going to be in a very unsettled pattern coming up here in the upcoming week. But we are going to take a little bit of a break from that today. Maybe a scattered, a very isolated, very stray shower or storm today with a front dropping down from the north. But I don't think, I think most areas are dry today. Are going to be very warm, very hot, in fact. Heat indices getting up here over 90 degrees if your temperature hasn't got over to 90 degrees in some spots. I do think some places hit 90 today. We've got a southwesterly flow coming in here and the upper level ridge really taking shape. So that is going to get these temperatures up. We're going to see less in the way of cloud cover day, but I'm not going to eliminate it. We're going to start off with some fog in the morning, and we're going to go to partly to mostly cloudy skies. Partly cloudy would be up here in the north and maybe central areas, and then mostly cloudy down here further south, again closest to a dying and dissipating frontal boundary. Remember that stalled boundary we were dealing with yesterday and the day before? Well, that's going to be kind of still hanging around here over these areas this morning, but it's going to dissipate. And that's going to allow for some more peaks of sun here in the afternoon, even in those areas further south closer there. I don't think you're going to get a totally cloudy day down here by the Mason-Dixon line over to Philly and a place like that. I do think you see some peaks of sun, but it's going to limit your temperature somewhat by that cloud cover sticking around for so long. But even with the cloud cover, it's going to get quite warm and sticky today. Areas that will see more sun up further north will get up in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. So kind of a reverse there. Usually you see the southern areas a little bit warmer than the northern, but it's going to be backwards today because of more sun northward, north versus south. Now again, this system's going to be moving to the north at the same time. We're going to have high pressure, which is up here across the north. There's going to be a backdoor front that's going to drop down here from around the outer periphery of that high. So there's going to be a frontal boundary right like this, dropping down to the south. There could be, again, a stray shower or thunderstorm late this afternoon or evening. Again, this is a 20% or less in coverage. Very, very isolated. Not a real big deal, I don't think. As a matter of fact, we go over the NAM high-res future simulated radar. You can see that where that boundary is here this morning, and this is actually at noon. So nothing really going on here today. And then here is the isolated stuff here this afternoon and early evening. Very little, okay? So I wouldn't really expect too much here going on. Maybe across the Poconos or something, you might get a stray shower or storm, and that's it. So we're not dealing with anything beyond that. And this is just, this front is going to lose the steam because it's going to lose daytime heating. So it's going to be still there, but it's going to be off to our south. And by the time we get to Wednesday morning, here you have still the remnants of Alberto out here. We're going to have a frontal boundary that's going to be situated like this. This is now the same backdoor front that pushed off to the south. It's now south of the region. So we have yet again another stalled frontal boundary south of the region, but it's going to be quickly moved north again because of Alberto taking this path up through Indiana, Michigan, and eventually southeastern Canada, the northern Great Lakes, and southeastern Canada. That's going to lift this front back up to the north as a warm front, and that's going to come through here Wednesday night and Thursday. You can see that here with the showers starting to increase, and it's starting to lift that front northward, and that by the time it gets here, it'll be overnight, probably after midnight on Wednesday night, and then again on Thursday, where periods of showers. And you can see that rotating through here. Here's Thursday morning. Here's the afternoon. You get another round coming in overnight. So this system's going to move up here into southeastern Canada, like I said, but you still have some unsettled showers in the vicinity because once the system moves up here in southeastern Canada, you're going to have several waves of upper level lows are going to kind of move like this, okay? And I'm showing you surface maps. You can't see that. Just trust me, they're there. There's a couple upper level low influences they're going to move through. There's going to go through Friday. And here's later on Friday. Scattered showers and thunderstorms later in the day are possible here on Friday, but still a warm day. So we're going to be dry for the most part today, except for that stray shower. Wednesday's probably a dry day too, partly to mostly cloudy. Wednesday night after midnight to get the showers come in going into the day on Thursday. Thursday's not a constant rain, though. It's going to be maybe in the morning, and then you might have a break, and then maybe some more a little bit later. Friday is going to be some afternoon scattered showers and thunderstorms, a little bit warmer ahead of this frontal boundary, because this is what's left of Alberto now or if you want to call it that. It's a post-tropical depression at this point. And there's a cold front associated with this. So this is all ahead of that. So you're going to get a little bit of a southwesterly flow here on Friday out ahead of it, which will get some the temperatures back into the 80s, at least temporarily on Friday. And then once we get past this point, here is the upper level low influences. They're going to be kind of hanging around the mid-Atlantic, and a very difficult situation here to track exactly who's going to get these showers, but I do have the opportunity for scattered showers and thunderstorms here. You can see that around, or at least our eastern sections is showing on this model on Saturday. So we do have that threat for showers and thunderstorms as long as you have that upper level low influence in the area. And there's several upper level lows moving through and rotating through. So with that being said, that threat goes right into Sunday, although isolated, and again on Monday. Here again, also isolated and widely scattered. So as long as we have these upper level low influences here, we'll still have the shower threats, and I think that might actually go to next Tuesday, where we still have a threat of a shower or storm. But in any of these days, it's not going to be a constant rain. I think your rainiest days possible out of the next 7 are going to be focused on Thursday and again on Saturday for parts of the area, not the whole area. Kind of like what we saw a couple days ago when we saw just some areas get hit pretty hard overnight and into Sunday morning, Saturday night and Sunday morning, and other areas were completely dry. It could be a situation like that. Okay, so there's not going to be a constant washout for everywhere, but there is a threat for showers or thunderstorms through that period. So we're going to have chances of precipitation straight through, at least early next week, it looks like. And no real, I'm going to have some ups and downs of temperatures, but I think it's really the warmest days this week are going to be today, obviously with the warm southwesterly flow. Not quite as warm on Wednesday, partly to mostly cloudy with that front now south of the region. And then again on Friday, I think we get another surge of warmth that'll get us back into the 80s. Otherwise, we'll be in the low to mid 70s across the region through the entire period. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for May 29th, 2018. Have a great Tuesday.